We are live.
Hey everyone, welcome to Sorry Not Sorry on a Friday night where a bunch of us ladies get together like we're hanging out in someone's closet, trying on clothes, having fun, and chatting about things. The important topic of discussion is purple, as you can tell by what I'm wearing. With me right now is the beautiful Shefali.
Hello.
And my name is Priya Mohan. I am the owner of Sorry Not Sorry here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And my favorite thing to do is to source absolutely incredible artisan-made clothing. Generally, it's only silk. But today, before I show you all the purple silk, I have to show you this beautiful collection of coats we have from Région Pépin. And please let us know if the volume's not working. And also, Shefali, this light is not on.
Oh my God, it's not?
It's
the
not.
lighting just looks so good. Guys.
And there we go.
Definitely brighter.
So much brighter. Okay, there we go. So I am starting with this lovely coat here because I'm just so excited by it. So as many of you know, we have started carrying the one-of-a-kind work of Québécois artisan Région Pépin. And he has given us some of his coats. He's 81 years old. He's been making coats for 30, 40, 50 years, long time. Who knows? And so he actually takes so much joy in it. He was telling me when we were speaking that when he goes to work on a coat, he doesn't think of it as work. It's like his playtime. And it takes him a full day to create a single coat. And right now he's at a point in his career, he's 81 years old. He has a lot of pieces that he would like to see go to good homes. So he's really lowered the price, and that is what is allowing us to sell you these incredible coats at a fraction of what they would actually cost if he were selling them out in a bigger market or if you were to buy them somewhere else. So this coat that I've got on here, I don't know where I would wear it. It just makes me so happy. So I'm going to describe it to you first. It is made out of a perforated suede. So on the outside, you've got suede. On the inside, you can feel the leather, and it's actually a lambskin. It's so unbelievably soft. And then we have the exact same fabric on the back with slightly less perforation in a green suede. And this just reminds me of things I used to see at Prada in the 2000s, was it, Shefali?
Yes.
This perforated leather, and like the cut of this is
like late 90s.
Yeah, the cut of it is so late 90s. Like I see this with a pair of baggy jeans.
It's like very 80s revival with the colors.
It's adorable. So I'm going to try to come real close. As I get closer, though, something's really different today, Shefali. Like, I don't know if it's the zoom.
There is a bit more zoom.
Is there anything we can do about that?
No, because I actually zoomed in, because whenever you're standing there, it's a better situation. So you don't actually have to come as close.
No, I don't need to come as close as I normally do, but hopefully you guys can see the detail.
They can see the detail. Trust me, the lighting right now, even without that light, it was so good.
Was it?
I actually was very proud of myself.
Honestly, you should be every day.
Thank you.
And this is what the back of it looks like. And it has a blue collar. So the sizing on his coats, the actual sizes that he writes on the coats have nothing to do with reality, which is why I don't know. It's like sometimes large is large. Yeah, he just picks a letter. So what we did is we took measurements of all the coats, and then for about 1/3 of the coats now, there's a video of me trying it on, describing to you what the fit is like. And then we will have more of those probably by end of day tomorrow uploaded to the pieces. And in those videos, I talk about what the fit is like. Like if you are normally a large, this won't fit you. But one of the things about his coats is they're meant to change with you, which is one of the reasons that we like them so much. So like right now, the button's over here, which kind of makes it tighter. I have like 4 inches there. I could put the button over here, which would make it looser. I could also drag the button all the way over to here and make it more fitted. So these coats are designed because they have these kind of asymmetrical hems, and they're not like that tailored style of coat, that you really do have a lot more versatility in the fit. They're just so much fun. If nothing else, you know what we figured out though? People either love them or hate them. It's so crazy. I am in the love them camp. If you are in the hate them camp, that's okay. Not everyone likes country music. I don't like country music. Sometimes I do. But yeah, so that's okay. Just enjoy hang out, have fun, shake your head and say, I don't know why people are wearing that. And that is okay too. And for those of you who love a little bit of whimsy in your coats, maybe this speaks to you. I don't know. So this next one that I'm going to put on, it's a little bit more conservative. Like that last one is something you might wear out, like out on the town, out in another country, if you're walking around on a slightly cool day. This feel is more of a sensible coat. It still has some of that whimsy, but it is far more sensible. So what the fabric here is a felted wool. It is not a boiled wool, it's a felted wool. So it's much flatter. It has kind of a boiled wool collar. It has, I'm going to have to come closer to show you because
while you come closer, I have to read this comment that Nancy put. There's a lot of different comments.
Yeah, please do.
But Nancy just said, I wore mine yesterday and I got so many great compliments.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, they're just a lot of fun. You know, he doesn't take himself too seriously. He takes his craft very seriously, but he's like, rules? What rules? I don't need rules. That's the
whole point of why I started this brand.
Yeah, and that is actually why he started it. So the other thing, you'll see it more in the actual imaging that's associated with these pieces, but even his choice of thread colors is fun. Mm-hmm. Like it's that tiny, tiny attention to detail. So I would say this coat is kind of like a wine color. Down here, you've got beiges, browns, and sagey greens or olive greens. And here at the sleeve, you have black and blue.
So just to kind of even remind you and even myself and everyone else, every time he changes the thread color, he has to change that out of the machine.
Yeah.
Every single time.
And I think he loves it. Yeah, I really do. So as you guys know, I am like a 46, maybe a 44, 48. Like I got a lot going on around here. This coat fits me very comfortably. I feel like I couldn't probably gain any more weight in it. And there's not that much more room for me to move the buttons. So I would say if you are a size large or smaller, you're probably good. If you are a size large, heading up into the extra large territory, you may find that this coat is too small. But I just wanted to give you an example of what it looks like.
This coat fits me as well, guys. I'm just a bit broader and hippier than Priya, even though I'm smaller.
Yes.
And I find that it does fit me really well. It's just that my assets do poke out. So yes. I'm okay with that personally. But if you're someone who's really looking for a straight cut, like you want it to be loose on you.
Like a cocoon. Like you're looking for more of a cocoon cut.
Yeah.
You want to be a large or a medium for that coat. You could even be a small. And just get the buttons moved right over. But I would not say extra large or larger.
No.
Okay, this one here, guys, Shefali wasn't kidding when she said the other day that I just took a full, solid, quiet minute and stared at it and talked myself out of buying it for myself.
Was this like post us shooting the video?
Yeah. And I was just putting it back on the rack and I was just staring at it. I'm like, I need this. And yet I don't, but I do. So these were the coats that when I first met Régent Pépin, these were the coats that I saw. It must have been the winter show. And what I loved about them is that he uses shearling, but he doesn't use, like, it's not bulky, thick, uniform shearling. It's like layers of different kinds of shearling and different weights of shearling. So up here at the top, this part that is like an orange suede is actually quite lightweight. Like there's almost nothing to it. It's as if, how close do I have to get? So it's like it's been shaved down. So there's just the barest amount of shearling on the inside. And I believe that this was Spanish, right?
Spanish wool.
This is a Spanish shearling.
Shearling, yeah.
But then down here, he's used merino shearling. So that's
Spanish and that's Italian? One of them.
This is Curly was Spanish.
Okay, and then maybe that was Italian.
So this is Italian merino. And it is so soft. It feels like, you know those blankets that you can get that are like fully polyester?
Yeah, like the Kate Spade ones from Costco that you could get.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
But yeah, those ones that make you go, oh my God, but this is the actual real fur version of it. Like so soft. And here, this one is even softer than this one. So that's what the inside of it looks like, the part that's closest to you. And then you can see like it's this kind of detail right here. There was probably a thin spot in the
And he
actual
patched it.
lambskin. He
Yeah.
patched it. Like, this is why I love his work. It's all very intentional, and his goal is to try to use as much as he can. He sees the value in the materials, and then tries to figure out what he can do to make that value, give it longevity. So the other thing about this coat is it has the softest collar. Now, I spent like, I think of myself as someone who can generally tell different furs apart. Like, not exactly, but like, I know when something's rabbit. I know when something's mink.
Cut to that $20 coat I bought from the thrift store, and I came in, and Priya and Alex are feeling me up, going, "Yeah, it's actually like a single line.
It's a short-haired mink.
Yeah, no, male.
It's probably male. Yeah. So I don't know a lot, but I do know something. And I could not figure out what this was. I actually thought it was mink because it was so soft, but then I couldn't see the little shorter furs on the inside that you normally see with mink. So I actually had to call him up and go, "What is this?" And he told me it's black dyed goat. I did not know goats were this soft.
I know.
It must be like a special country's goat. This is not like I went to Old MacDonald's farm and saw a goat. It is not that goat.
Old MacDonald's farm goat.
No.
So, I mean, firstly, let's not disrespect Old MacDonald's farm's goats.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's really incredible to see like the kind of coats he's purchased and repurposed into beautiful things. Like,
yeah. So I hope, even if it's not for you, that you can appreciate that somebody took some time to really conceive of this coat. For now, we only have the one shearling because we're heading into spring. We'll be featuring more of his wool coats and his other fabric coats. And then come fall, we will have a plethora of shearling coats. So even if you just want to come in and feel them, you are welcome to do that and enjoy that moment. I do love that they're one of a kind. I do love that I can sense the artisan in the work. It really does make it like a piece of art. It's not just a coat, it's a piece of art. And because it's got that flexibility with the buttonholes, oh good, there's a cape.
Dale asked, how warm is the shearling?
The shearling is unbelievably warm. If I'm wearing one of my shearlings, I would say it's as warm as a Canada Goose.
Honestly, yeah. Like, yeah. I shot a quick video of Kim in the shearling with a little outfit on underneath, and we were walking up to the armory to take the video. And it's so windy, like it's insanely windy. It's cold, damp. And she's walking through, and usually she complains or she lets out a little expletive, but she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so warm right now."
Yeah, they're warm and they're not heavy. Like, I used to have a shearling that was made in Canada that was like fully Canadian cheap shearling. And I found that it was a little dense. Like it was heavy. Like I felt like I was wearing insulation.
You're basically what's it called? If you're claustrophobic, it's even more so.
Yeah, like it really, and it doesn't have a lot of give. Yeah. Like it's soft, and I know they soften over time. But I find that the shearlings that he uses are already very soft because he's using these different types of shearling.
And also he's repurposed them from used jackets.
Some of them, yeah, some of them he does, and some of them he just gather scraps from different, like he'll buy a skin or whatever, and then he'll use it here and there.
That's really cool.
It is really cool. And when you think about, sorry, I'm not showing you guys what I'm wearing, but when you think about it, when you're making leather clothing that's very fitted, you're going to have a lot of remnants, right? Like little tiny pieces here and
there. From the darting and
From
stuff.
the darting,
yeah.
And especially if it's a tailored coat. So what he does is he avoids that by actually using the shape of the fabric and then keeping that pelt exactly as it was. But then also, if he were to cut off a strip, that strip would get incorporated somewhere else. So it's not wasted. And it's got longevity. So yes, I know there is this whole why buy leather when you could go vegan, but actually vegan is worse for the environment
because it's plastic.
And I think if you're getting a forever piece, something that is not going to wear out over time, that is classic, that you can pass on to your children or other people that you know, then it's actually getting a lot of use out of it, as opposed to maybe something that's trendy. That you spent, like that coat that we saw when we went, where did we go again? And you try it on a really fancy fitted leather coat. It was on Bloor Street somewhere.
It was Hermes.
It might have been Hermes.
Hermes coat, right?
Yeah, and I was like, this is really nice, but it's not going to fit you by next year. And then what?
And it costs the same.
And yeah, it was even more expensive. That must have been thousands.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that we're getting these Papan coats at a good price.
We are, yeah.
What he would have sold it for when he made it was probably the cost of that tiny little jacket.
Yeah. So this one here does not have a lot of leather on it, actually, just the buttonholes. And then this is all like a boucled tweed, and then you can see the colors there and there. We've got the purple for today. This is green, like a chartreuse, and a Tiffany blue. Black, orange performance fabric on the pockets. The little detail of pink right there to go with the pink that's in the purple. So again, another fun coat. This one fits me so comfortably. I would say this is definitely a large, extra large. Lots of room through here, and still lots of room to move the button.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's more of a stagey green with that purple.
Yeah, like not a bright chartreuse, but
no, it's a Taraka with less blue in it.
You know what it is? There's two shades of green.
Yeah.
That's why it's
there's that bright green, and then there's that, like, it's a blue actually, isn't it?
Well, no, in addition to the blue, there's two greens. One green goes this way and the other green goes
so there's like a leaf chartreusey green.
Yeah, and then there's a brighter, almost yellowy green. But yeah, another super fun piece. And then I think I will just show you one more before we become ensconced.
Purplified.
Even though I'd really love to show them that one sweater piece, the orange one, the orange knit.
Oh, I can get it.
I love.
Yeah. I just got a few to show the cuts that we have gotten, but I'll get the. I don't think I pulled a cape.
Yeah, you didn't pull a cape. We did get a couple of capes this time. Nice thing about the capes is those will always fit. I know we at least got two capes, right?
Yes, we did.
This one and then one that was more, I think, tweed. So let me show you the fabric on this. This is wool. It's a knit wool, and it's not itchy, but you can tell it's wool. And then he's got cotton there on the trim. That little red line is cotton. And then under that, you have really soft leather.
Excuse me.
Just unbelievably soft. And it's just a poncho.
It's such a beautiful, vivid orange, like
this with a pair of jeans.
Oh yeah,
and a brown purse.
And a brown purse, yes. Or you could do a bright green, because if you come closer into the buttons, the buttons are like this lime green with a pop of yellow in the center. If you did a lime green bag, with yellow pants,
like it's
fun,
adorable. Oh, and actually, I think I'm buttoning it asymmetrically. That's right. So this goes here.
I think it's just fallen on you asymmetrically.
Yeah,
but it looks very intentional.
So there, I've kind of done the collar a little bit flippy, which you can do, or you can just do it straight across. But yeah, like this as a sweater in the fall or early spring.
Love. So cute.
Just love it. It's just, all of it looks so intentional. I like the length too. So I'm 5'5", if anyone is wondering. There. I think that's it. Oh, did I try on the red one yet? No. I'm going to try on the red one, and then we're going to have enough of the coats, because we didn't invite you here for the coats. And if you came for the purple, you're probably like, but lady, get to the purple. Get to the purple.
Christine said, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Lots of ladies have joined. Jackie said, hello, everyone. Jane said, hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Jacqueline Webster said, joining from Vancouver. Michelle said, happy Purple Silk Friday. Happy Purple Silk Friday. Almost.
What are people thinking about the coats? Do we have any comments?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
I'll get to those in a moment. Andrew says, hi, all. Happy Friday. And Jackie says, happy fab color on Priya. And Lisa says, hello from frozen Winnipeg. Brr. Nancy said her coat is a winter one. And the purple coat, Jordy said, ooh, this one reminds me of Captain Hook. Very elegant and so stylish.
So stylish.
And Sabina said that coat with the shearling must smell amazing.
That's a great question.
It must smell like great shearling. Sabina says
it does smell like great shearling.
Yeah,
it does.
It does actually. It smells really.
It smells really good.
It smells like a warm hug.
It does. It smells. Yeah, it doesn't like. It's not stinky. It smells like a really high quality leather, like a really nice new leather bag.
Yeah. And Sabina said, beautiful poncho. And Christine said, happy Friday. And Marilyn says, these coats are spectacular. Love the uniqueness. This gentleman is truly an artist.
He is. I'll have to share a story. Once I get into the purples, I will share a story with you guys of a conversation I had with him today. Will you remind me?
Because of the...
Yes. So this one here, I would say as well, is a large, extra large. It fits me with room to spare if I were looking at it to be cocoon style, so not fitted. I know Shefali, when she wears a coat like this, she likes it to kind of hug a little bit, and it does have that kind of stretch that would enable it to. Me, I prefer a cocoon coat. So this for me, there's room in there. I could wear a sweater and not feel like it was pulling anywhere. And there's not a whole lot of room to adjust the buttons on this one. So I would say large, extra large, but not extra, extra large.
It's like not a 2X.
Not a 2X.
Kim can fit this one, I believe. She's a 1X XL. She's lost a bit of weight recently. What I love about this one is the kind of leopard print style leather that he has on the buttons. Or not leopard, it's like
it's a snake almost, but it's not real snake.
Yeah, it's the printed leather. There was another coat he gave us with printed leather as well. That was beautiful.
Yes, that one went home with Shefali. But unfortunately, Shefali was not as disciplined as I was.
Well, I haven't been shopping with him for 15 years.
That's true.
That's my first year.
You have some catching up to do.
Yeah, I do. I have to compete with Priya, which with my budget is going to take at least another 20 years.
Well, hopefully if I outgrow stuff, things will be coming your way.
Oh, what? Oh my God. I saw and tried on some coats. They really are unique, but surprisingly very wearable.
Yeah. Very wearable. Yeah, like easy throw on and go.
Like we had this lovely customer coming in the morning and she came first thing in and she tried on the patchwork coat and she was like, oh, I love these. And then she tried it on and it looked amazing on her. Like I know that Priya and we have a very eclectic style. So it kind of makes sense that we would wear coats like this, but he truly does make coats for the everyday person. You just have to kind of imagine yourself.
Yeah, you just, and I feel like he does have some that, like this one, for example. This is a very statement-y coat. You will not blend into the crowd. Like you're basically saying, hey, look, I'm here everywhere you go. I exist. But something like this, that's just a great coat that you could wear anywhere.
Bethany says, love that red coat.
Yeah, the red coat's stunning. It really is. It's a great shade of red. It's not a blue red or an orange red. It's a neutral. So here I am wearing some purple because we're starting our little purple fest now. So it's funny because Shefali and I were trying to figure out what to do. And then was it Nancy who put a comment in when you did that purple story and she said, I love purple? I think it was Nancy. I think she said, I love purple.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love purple too. I love purple. So that's kind of what got us started here. So I'm wearing, we topped up our Ziska necklaces. So if there were some pieces that you were looking for from the first shipment that ran out immediately, those are in now and they're on the website. If you were somebody who pre-ordered, those are literally en route. So we should have those very, very soon, but we don't have them yet, but they're in transit, moving right along. So here's one of our Jiva jackets in a lovely purple. It has the slit on the side, which gives you a little bit of extra room. The jackets have a slit pocket on one side and no pocket on the other side. There. And I'm wearing it with just a pair of black Casma pants and my Ziska necklace here.
Debbie says, hello, ladies. Looking forward to purple. It's my favorite color.
Yay.
Jane says, I love the red. I'll have to try that on when I come in. Yes, you should.
Yes, you should.
Yes, you
Very
should.
nice. And I brought so many pairs of pants with me today. I think it was Jordy, who she was writing. She wrote a review. It was a lovely review. And she said that she really enjoyed playing dress up with all these silks. And somebody else had written that too. I think it was Gail had written in something that, oh yeah, as soon as I got home, I played dress up. Don't judge me, ladies. I know you all do too. And I kind of always assume that people do because that's what I do. But it is a really fun dress up. Like I remember when I'd go shopping and like if I went to Banana
and then you do the fashion show afterwards.
But I never felt that things kind of mixed into with what I had. Like if I got pants, I'd be like, pants with this, pants with that. They weren't fun. They were just, it was either a standalone piece or it blended in so well that it might as well have been non-existent. Whereas what I feel with the silks is there's so much room for creativity. It's like Lego made of silk.
Yeah, it is Lego made.
It is. It's silk Lego. So you do really get to like dive in.
Sorry, not sorry. Lego for adults.
Lego for adults.
Lego for ladies. So Priya was like, Shefali, make sure you Google some facts about purple so that we can talk about the color purple. So I thought, let's talk about the color purple, friends.
Let's talk about purple.
So the first, I believe, purple color, because of how difficult it was produced as a natural color or pigment, was Tyrian purple, which was found as early as 1200 BC by Phoenicians. So
I'm going to pause you for 1 second. Yep. I just wanted to show you guys that this is purple, but also has burgundy in it. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to pair this purple, I'm so sorry, Shefali.
No, it's okay.
If you wanted to pair this purple with a wine, it would be stellar together.
So fun fact, the purples in this piece would technically be considered Tyrian purples.
Look how it all comes together.
Kind of purples, because the pigment that was considered the royal Tyrian or imperial purple was a reddish purple natural dye that was secreted by predatory sea snails.
Really?
Yes.
Who's the one who figured that out?
So, that's a great question. And so they're created by the murex snail. It was spread through trading after the fall of Constantinople. And it was used as early by the ancient Phoenicians as 1570 BC. It's been suggested that the name itself, Phoenicia, means the land of purple.
Wow.
And it was greatly prized for its antiquity because the color does not fade easily, but becomes brighter with weathering and sun.
I love that you did that deep dive. I also did a deep dive of things related to purple. I came up with characters in cartoons. There seems to be also equally important and historical. I was like, what do I think of when I think of purple? And I realized most of what I think of when I think of purple is a character from a children's TV show. And I think, ladies, you can come up with 5 purple characters without even trying. Because I could.
Well, what's an iconic purple thing?
Barney.
No. Outside of characters or cartoons, iconic purple pop culture moments.
Purple Rain.
Yes.
Purple Rain. Okay, but characters in cartoons. I am going to show my age, ladies, because you'll either know this one or you won't. The Grape Ape. You guys remember the Grape Ape?
Says Carly.
What did she say?
She said fashion plates. Oh, I love a good fashion plate. I actually used to collect fashion plate books. Marilyn.
Oh yeah, those were so much fun.
Yeah, I have some from the 19th century onwards, which are really fun. Thank you, Textile Museum or not Textile. It's the Fashion Museum of Canada, which used to be in Cambridge. So Marilyn says purple has always been a favorite color of mine. And Sabina says, remembering Prince's record album, purple. It was a beautiful shade of purple, and so is his outfit. Looks so good. And Jane says, agreed, Sabina. I love that album. Carly says, Grimace, Barney, Grape Ape.
Yes, the Grape Ape, Grimace. Thank you so much. Who said that?
It was Carly.
Thank you, Carly. Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
Tinky
wow.
Winky.
Heather says, Dino.
Yes. Oh my God, Dino.
And also Grape Ape. And Lisa said that one-eyed, horned giant purple
people eater. The one-eyed, one-horned giant purple people eater. I also thought of that.
Very nice.
A lot of pop culture goes around purple. Yeah. You don't hear that kind of stuff about red.
No.
You don't, except for Taylor Swift. Purple holds a special place in pop culture. That is my thesis.
And the story.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
But that could also be due to the fact that purple was such a rare and difficult color to make and buy.
So like it has some sort of like a meaning?
I think there's a reason why it is considered very distinguished, right? When somebody wears purple, it's very distinguishing.
It is. Well, isn't it a royal color?
It is. But it was a royal color because it was so rare to make that only the people who could afford it or deserved it could make it, right?
That's actually super interesting. So I always imagined royal purple as being like a bluey purple, but it's actually a red purple.
The original Tyrian purple was a red purple. And then as there was the production of synthetic dyes, I believe in the 1800s, there was a scientist who figured out a way to make purple synthetically. Then there was kind of the change of the variations of purple that could exist.
That explains actually a lot, because purple, I feel, does have its place in culture. Like it holds its own in cultural ideology. So I am wearing, these are my purple allium pants from a couple of years ago. I actually brought a bunch of pants because it's dress up night. It's play in your closet night. But this one has that shade of purple there, and then it has blues and grays and kind of beigey colors through here. So I feel like this would go with a lot of different things. It would even go with, if you were somebody who picked up lupine. Oh, so that's actually more blue.
I actually think that the other color you had in your hand,
Periwinkle
would do, not periwinkle, periwinkle would do well because it's got a bit of that blue tone. It would just brighten it. But what was that sample you were holding?
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
This is foxglove.
I think foxglove would do well.
Yeah, foxglove is great. We don't have any samples of it because we never got it in the store, but I bought foxglove. I'm waiting for her. For those of you who don't know, this is a one shoulder dress and it is reversible. And I love purple and red. So you're going to be seeing a lot of pops of red. In fact, I even wore a red lip in honor of purple today.
Because we know that's her favorite color.
It's my favorite color mix.
And Lisa said goofy greats.
Goofy greats.
Goofy greats.
That one I don't even know.
Carly said hilarious. Jordy said only royalty was allowed to wear purple. That was true. Debbie said my bridesmaids were in different shades of purples 53 years ago.
Oh, that's so nice.
And Carly said, ooh, love that one shoulder. And Jackie said, I think only the Roman emperor was allowed to wear purple. Porphyry. And Sabina said, you also see purple in the healing arts as well.
Yes. And this is something that my mom has told me. Like, she's somebody who really, she meditates a lot and she does a lot of yoga. And I have actually experienced this firsthand. But they say that there's a place of calm in your brain. And when you reach that place of calm through meditation, you see essentially what's called a blue pearl, which is a very, very purpley blue, almost lupine, but maybe a little bit more brighter. And it is associated with absolute calm and spirituality and transcendence.
Marilyn said purple is very royal, and Lisa said Goofy Greats was the album for the Purple People Eater.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think it was from the 50s, right? The Purple People Eater. That's a one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. So here is another one with purples and pinks.
I didn't even know that.
What did Nancy say?
Nancy basically, in a subtle way, complimented my timing for purple because she said in Catholicism, purple is a Lent color. Lent being the time before Easter, like right.
There you go.
1958.
Yeah.
Same with Anglicans, which are essentially Catholics. Yeah.
I'm trying to find things that would go with allium. That's an interesting pairing with allium. It probably would match foxglove better.
I think it would match foxglove better.
This one?
I actually think that's nice with allium.
Yeah.
It's bright, ties in the green. Maybe you can transition into the green.
Maybe I could. But there still are a few that I wanted to try on with this. But I could transition into green. So you may have missed it earlier. I had a kimono sleeve jacket on and I turned it upside down and flipped it over my head, which is kind of one of my favorite ways of wearing it if I want it, especially if I want to show off my pants. So like if I'm wearing really long pants or those horseshoe style pants, and so I don't want my top to drape down as much, I kind of want it to look more cropped, then what I will do is put on my jacket backwards, like so, like a hospital jacket. And then you start at the collar and you flip, and right over your head.
Hospital jacket you'll ever wear.
And then it looks like this. So we had some comments, actually, some very valid comments in the Swap and Sell group. And if you're not a part of it yet, just comment swap and you'll get the link on Instagram. If you are on Facebook, probably the same. If you're on YouTube, you'd have to go to our website and go to the sale section, and it's there. Let me just adjust that collar a little bit.
And then maybe pull it down.
Maybe pull it down at the back. So what some ladies were saying is that because the silks are so versatile and you kind of flip them this way and that sometimes those tags get in the way. Like there's a tag right there. So some ladies are cutting them out, which is, I guess, what I would recommend too. They wouldn't be hard to cut out. Eventually, I do hope that we get to a place where our tags are just tacked in by hand. But right now, we don't have, that's not what's going to make us raise the cost. Like, we would have to raise the cost, and that's not where I'm going to put the money for that. So in the meantime, cut them out. But we do actually have to affix them. They need to be firmly affixed legally. So it would have to be like not just a single tack, but multiple tacks, and it would have to be done by hand. And then we'd have to be careful about where it's in the silk, because that kind of tacking is going to leave a hole. So there is a whole arena of issues around that I have not set my mind to yet.
What if we moved them higher?
Well,
like by the armpit.
So it is by the armpit. It's just that it's upside down. Right. So we tried to find the perfect spot. And actually, if the lapels are like this, then you don't see it. But a little flip here and there, and
a little doodah this and doodah that.
Yeah. So here it is worn as a shorter jacket. This is what it looks like in the back.
Yeah, Sabina, join our swap and sell.
Sabina's not on the swap and sell.
I know. I'm like aghast. I fully thought you
were. It's just a fun place to hang out. You don't have to buy anything. There's a lot of conversations that happen there.
Lots of chatting.
Lots of chatting.
Couple more comments. Lisa said 70s for the purple eater.
Okay.
People's
Was that the 70s?
It actually came out in 58, but she might remember it from the 70s.
I remember it from the 70s.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say, if you remember it from 58, I'd be very concerned.
Yeah, because I wasn't alive. So that would have been in utero, even earlier, my previous life. But I do remember it because I got as a birthday gift an album of hits from the 50s. There were a bunch of them on there.
You know how there's like the People's Princess? This is the people eater.
Yeah.
The purple eater.
Seriously. So here is another one with beautiful shades of purple and gray, and it's got multiple shades of purple. So you have that lavender, but you also have the more burgundy-ish toned purple there. This one is a kimono sleeve jacket. Nope. Cardigan. Cardigan? Kimono sleeve jacket. Cardigan. This one is a cardigan, ladies.
Guys, Primo hand. First hand.
First day at work.
Your own style.
Today's my first day, ladies. Thanks for your understanding. So we have this one necklace that does have a purple bead in it, right there. And we have purple earrings to go with it. So if this look speaks to you because you love purple, we have what you need.
If it just sung to you. I didn't sing to you.
If you just heard singing, that was actually you. It was you.
It wasn't anybody
It was
else.
not Shafali.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that adds like a hit of color, and then you can kind of doll that up with other jewelry as well.
Heather says in Peru we worked with Quechua weaver. Quechua weaver women. We dyed wool purple using purple corn and indigo. It took forever.
Wow.
Guys, that's how they dye every single one of these pieces.
Do they?
Yeah, like these ones, they use an indigo synthetic dye, and they actually like keep it in the hot baths like this. And then when they take the sari out after it's dyed, they have to take it, wring it out. It's like a traditional craft that a lot of villages like do, even from where I'm from. And so they take them out. Oh, that's nice together. And they take them out and then they lay them on like basically farmland. Not that it's farmed with anything, but flat land, and let them dry in the sun.
So that is like when things happen in factories, you really don't appreciate that kind of effort, right?
And that's the thing, is that sari making in India has happened like this for centuries. So it's actually more expensive to build production for this, because also people in India are more particular about what they're buying.
Yeah. I think there probably is more mechanisms like industrialization in the sari industry now, like everywhere, right? A fabric,
yes, definitely.
But there are fabrics that are definitely more artisan dyed, like when we see the batik ones, when we see the ones with the shibori dyeing on them.
And certain houses and companies maintain that because that's what they've been doing for a very long time.
This one's really pretty together.
You know, Kanchana, who you got the jacket from, her family it was her parents' company. She continued by bringing it here. Who does batik saris in Sri Lanka?
She does batik saris.
That's what they're known for, is batik saris.
I do love batik. I saw a reel today. I think it wasn't shareable, but it was about making batik stuff in, I think, I feel like it might have been somewhere in Africa, but it was the way that they painted it by hand, and then they dipped it and then painted it and then dipped it.
Yep.
Beautiful. Very, very labor intensive. But you could like the Pepin stuff, it feels like art, right? Somebody is actually using their hands to create this thing that's bringing you joy. Ooh, another pretty one. Love this. So these are, oh, is this the same fabric as this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let's try that on together. So what I'm wearing are the allium pants, which are kind of a crisp lavender. And we're just seeing kind of what goes with those, but we have lots of other colors to work with. This one is a sculptural tunic dress. And it's really soft. This one is like butter.
If you love spring colors, this is the piece for you. It's like basically a spring kind of picnic. It's spring picnic. It's a celebration in the tea garden. You need like something very sweet. You should take the blue. Yeah, you should take that necklace and take out the dark blue one and just put the purple and the yellow in there. Because I think the dark blue is a bit too dark, dare I say. So you have a little bit of whimsy.
Oh, we're also getting different colors of bands in our next shipment.
Yes.
So right now, I think we only have blue and red, but we just added to the website a restock in black. Yeah. 6 of the longer ones and 6 of the shorter ones. So if you were waiting, they're there now. So this is a really great look too. Now, what I love about the sculptural tunic dresses is you can wear them with pants, and then you can take off your pants as well and just wear them with some sort of a slip or something underneath if you want that extra protection, or just a pair of safety shorts is what I like to call them. We have the Haley shorts here. Especially I find if I'm traveling. So if I'm on a plane and I know we're leaving from a cold country, it's going to be air conditioned on the plane, and then we're going to be landing somewhere warm, I'll wear something like this. So as soon as I land, my pants come off and go in my bag, and then my tunic dress turns into an actual dress. And that way, when you're warm, it's still moisture wicking, temperature regulating, has those features.
Mm-hmm. So a couple more comments. Lorena said, and this is Lorena, it's actually really beautiful. She said, we wore purple requested by our mother to her funeral. Very spiritual. Mm-hmm. That's very beautiful. That is very beautiful. And it sounds like something your mother would do, Lorena, because knowing you, that makes a lot of sense.
Very connected with nature and color.
And Rhonda said, what's the number in that last tunic dress?
This last one is PRC 7898.
PRC 7898. So guys, we might be bringing back an old thing we used to do. What? I have to turn that one around.
She's beautiful. What's the thing we used to do?
Lives in the middle of the day.
Oh, Shefali's got the live bug, ladies. And she is doing such a great job. This is how the live started, actually, is I would come in store, get really excited about what was in store, and go, I'm going live. So it has also now infected Shefali. So you can look forward to seeing her getting very excited about things we have in store over the next little while.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to bug Kim and make her join the lives with us too, because now I have microphones for 2 people to do in one sitting.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. There's so many purples in there. I didn't really realize it. Right there.
I love this piece.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So this is actually a navy blue, almost a black, maybe a black. Maybe it's navy blue because I'm looking at it on purple. So that's black. Then we have orangey reds, burgundies, different shades of burnt orange, yellowy cream, some sparkle, some purple roses.
Sparkle. Oh, the tunic dress before the sculptural that you wore, says Rhonda.
Must be this one.
Oh, yes. The self pocket. Got it, Rhonda. Sorry.
PRC 60.
Can you see it?
52. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I got it. It was close, though. It was close. I've gone either way, Shefali.
Carly says, I dye eggs purple with red cabbage. Yes, I've heard about that. And also onions as well, like red onions.
Oh, that is also
I've seen a lot of like Russian and like Polish families do that for like Christmas and stuff, where you like basically, I don't know how they attach the leaf on the egg, and then they put the leaf on the
and then maybe thread.
Maybe it's thread, and then but the thread would show in the dye. It's like it's somehow affixed on, and then they boil them, and then obviously the egg is boiled, but then the color is dyed around the egg. But that's for the shells. Jackie says I cut out the tags and actually unravel them. Carly says the swap and sell is the best. And Jordy says I think the Darcy actually has the most frustrating tag. That thing is always visible.
Yes, I have noticed that too.
The Darcy is a little infuriating.
Yeah, that's when you cut out the tags.
Yeah.
Definitely. So this is a really great look too. Now this actually doesn't really have, this is a more of a like a reddish purple, and this is more of a bluish purple, but then it does have some of that royal purple there too. So I think it works. Again, really nice. Like I'm a fan of the suit where you've got like a jacket and a pair of pants that work, and then what can't you do in between? So like this is adorable.
How would that look with yellow pants?
Time to change. I didn't bring any.
We have
I can go.
dandelions.
Yes, we do.
We have dandelions. Yeah, no problem on that. Yeah, we also have some other exciting news. We have lots of things that we're thinking of doing or that are happening. I mean, there's a possibility that we might be featured in some kind of event that's happening really
soon. That's right.
But we're not going to say anything now.
Because we don't know yet, for sure.
And then we also have the possibility of...
this one I think we can tell them about because it's probably going to happen.
Which one?
Noble.
Yeah.
Yes. So we talked to you in the summer about this store that we went to. It's a pop-up store in downtown Toronto. Winter. No, we talked in the summer. We went in the summer.
We went in the
winter right before Christmas.
For my birthday.
Yes. We went in the winter. And there was a pop-up on West Queen West.
Yeah.
Queen West. And I think Sabina had said that she'd been there too. And it's a recurring pop-up every couple of months at a store, and the name of the brand is Noble Cashmere. And what she does is she sources and upcycles vintage cashmere pieces, mends them as required, and then she has like a mended section, and then she has like the regular
saved section.
The ones that didn't have any problems. And then she also does mending workshops. And we met with her, just loved her. And she said, we should do something together, just as we were saying, we should do something together.
Yeah, because she'd heard of us.
She'd heard of us, yeah. And, we're very aligned in what we're doing, right? Taking beautiful fabrics and finding a way to give them additional life through mending and upcycling. So like she'll take some things and like she'll take cashmere sweaters and turn them into mittens, for example, if there's nothing else that can be done.
Or headbands.
So we are trying to have her, thank you. We're trying to have her do a pop-up, and we're aiming for sometime in the fall where you can come and see her collection at our store. And it's going to be very exciting. We love being able to support her. Thank you, Shvali. So there's that. And then, so this is how it looks with yellow. The answer is, how does it look? Great.
Yes. The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. And the other fun thing, so we started talking, what's going on? Okay. So the other thing is we were talking to Région Pepin, and I was saying, everybody loves your coats, but that's a pretty big investment. And the weather's not always like coat weather. But I said, you know what would be great? 81-year-old man, I'm going to ask you to be super flexible.
I actually love that this is how you phrased it.
Because, change is hard for anybody.
But not you.
But not me. I'm just so easygoing.
But not Regin.
No, not Regin.
Especially at 81.
But honestly, this is how it went. So I messaged him. I said, hey, in French, hey, Regin, I have this idea. What do you think about making like tote bags out of your soft leathers with, trim on them made of leather or made out of fur, and each one would be individual. You'd be able to use up more of your scraps and they wouldn't take as much time to make. And then the price point would be better too. And he's like, oh, can't do that. Have a good day. I translated, but that was basically it. So then he called me the next day and he said, let me change my pants.
He had a night to sleep.
He had some time to think it over. And then he called me the next day and he goes, I would, but like I have a friend who does purses and, he's older too. And, he's probably has a lot of stock left over. And I said, oh, are they like your things? Like very artisan and, interesting, one of a kind? He goes, no, not at all. And I said, oh, then I'm not interested. And he says, okay. And he says, well, I used to have the materials to make that kind of, coat, or that kind of product, but I don't anymore. So I've sold them. So I said, yeah, no problem. It's all good. Give him another day. He calls me today in French, all caps. I've had a great idea. What if I make tote bags out of leather with fur, and each one would be one of a kind, and customers would say, wow, and think about these purses in their dreams. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Yeah, you nailed it.
Amazing. I wonder where you got that.
Well, I think what he was worried about, I'm just playing, but what he was worried about was the weight of it, that if it was all shearling or all leather, it would get weighty.
And also when somebody says purses or tote purses, because I know Rajan's probably thinking this, he's going, oh, I don't want to make structured
bags. Yeah. And I'm like, not a structured bag. And that's what I said to him. I said, let the material shine through, not the shape. And he said one of the things he's thinking is he would actually use a different fabric as the base, but then doll it up with leather. So that fabric would actually be the lightweight part. And then the leather and the fur would be just added on for fun.
Yeah.
He was so excited, like all caps, friends. It was all caps. I have given this 81-year-old something to do for the next little while. And his wife is probably going, thank you. Thank you.
Christine Turlo said, LOL, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's such a character.
He's such a character.
We're really excited to meet him. Have you talked to him about September?
Not yet. I think he's always there. He's pretty chill.
He's not going anywhere.
And we haven't really finalized our plans yet. I kind of like to finish kind of stewing things over in my head about how they're going to look before I commit to anything.
Yeah. Priya says, Shefali, sometimes I just need thinking time. I just need 5 days to think. And I'm like, very fair.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't had time to stop and think.
I think you need green on top. Yes, excellent, because it pulls more green.
So, so that's what I was thinking, is that those purses would be really fun, less expensive.
You could wear them buy one.
Oh, I would buy one 100%.
A little, imagine a little sling.
Or even a cell phone purse, a fun little cell phone purse that has character, like his coat.
Yeah.
That would be your accessory. You could have the most beige furniture, whatever the coat version is of beige furniture, throw one of those over top, and you are suddenly the most creative person in the room.
Who's that?
So here is some purple with Chirocco. There is a little bit of those colors in this piece across the back, which ties it all together. And then I've just used one of our Ziska necklaces there to continue the look. It was really cute when he said that.
Very much. I was even telling Priya, very much I relate to that, because sometimes Priya will tell me something and I'm like, and then I sleep, and then I wake up, and then I'm like, you know what, Priya, I actually really like that idea. Let's do it. She's like, okay. But you know what? We do the same thing to each other. I will say confidently.
It is true. We do. Because we're handling a lot. And I think if we didn't have such great relationships with everybody on the team,
together,
we would have problems, because there's very little routine in what we do. There's always something new coming up. You have to drop everything. If a customer walks in the door, if there's an issue on the back end, everybody has to pivot. And it would be very easy to get frustrated at the people around you. And we don't. Everybody, we have our moments where we're like, I'm not really sure exactly what you're saying and I don't get it, but maybe I'll get it tomorrow. So it's nice. It is nice. It's a lot, though. And the other thing is, there are so many different there are so many pieces to things. Shefali was telling me, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to get Hema to organize the folders. And I'm like, you should get me in on that meeting. And she's like, no, you don't need to be. I'm like, oh, trust me, I do.
And then we're breaking it down, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I'm going to have to check back in with this task.
Yes, it's not going to be.
We got to put a pin in it, guys.
Pardon?
I said we got to put a pin in it.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying something.
No, we must put a pin in it.
Put it now. Do it now.
Yeah.
No, because what happened was Shefali takes the pictures and then she puts them into a folder, and she has her system in that folder. So I don't mess with her system. But I also know that I need copies of those exact same pictures in a totally different way. So when she's not looking, I go in and I copy all of those pictures. I put them onto my hard drive, and then I sneakily put them into another folder. Then I take her original folder and I move it up into a folder that says copied and added to Priya's folder. And then that folder gets all this stuff done with it. And then the sneak peek pictures, I get little links and I put them into a chart. And that's how I do, that's what I do next with what Shefali does. So when Shefali's like, yeah, I'll get Hema to sort it, I'm like, no, there is a whole layer you don't even know about.
Guess what Hema gets to learn today.
So I really love this with the purple Ziska bead. Whoops, right. No, I was right. I got it right. No, wait, did I?
Otherwise,
no, did not.
Now it's right.
Now it's right. So there's a lovely purple Ziska bead.
You're going to want to go back up a little? Okay. Now, and turn. Yes, perfect.
I did it. Okay, so lovely purple Ziska bead, Tarocco pants, which are kind of like a slightly pastel teal with gray, like a grayed teal. This has different shades of purple and magenta. Magenta, by the way, is another cartoonish character. That's purple. And now that I've mentioned it, you will see them everywhere. And then like swipey, don't swipe, or swipey, no swipe from Dora the Explorer. Doesn't Dora wear purple, first of all?
Dora wears purple.
Dora wears purple.
Dora wears purple.
She wears purple. Okay, so here we go.
It's like a magenta kind of purple, I think, because it's supposed to match orange, like that kind of purple.
This one.
But like slightly more purple than pink.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I do know the color you're talking about. It shows up a lot, though. It must appeal to our imaginations.
I think also purple has had such historic symbolism that like it's kind of an inherent part of culture.
Yeah.
Like you can't escape what it means. It will always mean something because of what it's meant for so long.
Yeah.
That you don't realize how long standing these beliefs are historically. Like I think that when you wear purple, you already look a little expensive. And like,
yeah,
I know girls who like, they'll wear like a purple dress and they're like, I'm royalty, I'm expensive. But like also, you know what? True, right?
Well, you know, what's funny is when we were talking about purple and I said, we're going to have to add some other colors in because like people aren't going to wear purple head to toe. And then Shefali paused and I paused. And I'm like, yeah, I also wear purple head to toe. I don't even know what I'm saying. But there are going to be people out there who don't love purple, who just like purple. So
guys, I literally have been scrolling and the comments haven't showed up until right freaking now.
Really?
So, yeah. So because I've been looking at the same comment going, there's no way that I'm still watching Jordy's last comment. Like,
so what was
they
going
must
on?
be commenting. Jackie says, when I cut out the tag, I cut it and then unravel what's left until it's all gone. And then Jordy says, I will have to try that for hack as well. And Michelle said, Jackie, unraveling. That's ingenious, friend.
Mm-hmm.
And Heather says, I love to just take off my pants when out and about. No, don't even remember.
I do. I was saying that when you travel and you're wearing pants and I literally do it in the hallways. As soon as we get out of the airplane and out of that little hallway thing, I go up against a wall and I shimmy my pants and I roll them up and throw them into my bag and then I just keep marching along. I don't see anything.
You're like, that's so funny. It's like when Priya couldn't find her Ziska beads and then they flew across the ground and we held up an entire line of people as we went,
Ziska beads have fallen.
The guy behind us was so nice about it. It was kind of hilarious. Sabina said, I can't wait for Priya to be on the TV show The Social one day. That's what we're trying to get her, friends.
That's the dream. Living the dream.
Will Noble pop up in autumn in Queen West and feature Sorry Not Sorry items?
I don't think so because she doesn't have that kind of space. Yeah. We will, especially at our new location, we'll be able to move things around. And if she's willing to like do a weekend pop-up, we can make space for her.
She is. I think the plan is to do a weekend pop-up. Maybe I can talk to her about having a few, like a curated collection of her favorite picks.
Yeah.
It's like 12 items. And then, you know, she might have space for that.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like her place when we were there. It was full.
Small and it was completely packed. And we're still bringing out more stuff.
Yes. Okay, I kind of like this with the green on the bottom. This is so beautiful. Because see, it's got that little bit of a floral right there.
Jordy said, OMG Priya, having the guts to ask what we're all hoping for. Yes, please. Lisa said his designs make me kind of make me think of Cirque du Soleil.
Well, it's that fearlessness, the artisan fearlessness.
Yeah. And Jackie says, beautiful waterfall. Heather says, swiper, no swiping. And Jordy says, I recently saw a bag designed to hold just your water bottle. I'm looking for one of those now. And Diane says, do you know the poem, warning, when I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple? No,
I do not.
I'm going to search that up right now.
I think there is a group called the Purple Hat Ladies. The ladies who wear purple hats.
I have heard of that group. Yeah.
And ladies will get fun purple hats and then wear them out and about. And it's supposed to signify that they are no longer ruled by people's expectations. They're going to wear their purple hats and they're going to go have a good time.
It was voted Britain's favorite poem in 1960. Britain's favorite poem, but it was written in 1961.
How long is it?
I can read it. Ready?
Okay, you read it.
Okay, it's by Jenny Joseph. She said, warning.
Okay.
When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat, which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. It does. And I shall.
That is what that red purple clothing club is. Because they always wear red and purple.
That's probably why, because of this poem.
Okay, it's all coming together, guys. It's coming together.
And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves. And satin sandals and say, we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gabble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. Yeah. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. Ooh. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go. Or only bread and pickles for a week. And hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the paper. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple.
Love it.
I love that.
I love it. And did you see, even she said she was going to change her clothes in the middle of the street.
Yeah. And you know what?
It is a rite of passage.
Maybe I too should start only eating bread and pickles for a week. And then the next week, eat 3 pounds of sausages. 3 pounds, Priya. 3 pounds.
Just do it. Who says no? It's not me.
It's me eating 3 pounds of that Amish sausage every day.
So is this too... It does have like a pinky red.
When I am old, I wear purple with red hats that don't match.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do right now.
Feeling.
What do we think?
I like it. I mean, just put on a red necklace. Bob's your uncle.
We'll have an Uncle Bob again.
Jenny Joseph's your uncle, actually.
That's a really great poem.
Right?
That would have been a really great quote to put on the window of our store.
I actually like
an extract from that poem, an excerpt from that poem.
You know what? One day when we do... I was thinking actually, because we have Pride coming up in June, we'll have more time to do colors per week. Mm-hmm. And maybe for the purple week, we actually do, you know how we were looking at those store examples that had the paper signage in the doors? We can actually do a paper design, and every week we can change it out to a new poem.
Oh, I would love that. That would be so cool. But that poem definitely has a place in our store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can let's put it on the wall.
You guys can't see her, but she's doing a lot of this
and pointing at
random things. We could definitely do whatever this is. Once we get in there and we see what we got for space, we can even put it on a mirror.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, I love this. This is fun. This is the purple lady.
This is the outfit you wear to eat 3 pounds of sausages.
That's right, because you'd have plenty of room. And look at that purple in there.
Hi, Damien.
And some pink. Hi, Damien.
Damien said, poem, stop colors. It's a warning, when I am an old woman, I shall wear purple. I'm not going to read it again, Damien. You just missed it, but you should go read it. It's fabulous.
When I am an old woman. So I guess that makes me an old woman. I think I'm okay with that.
I mean, I swear in the streets, and I don't know if I'm the best example for children, but I do exist. Does that make me an old woman?
I don't know. Oh, you call that purple. Interesting.
Which one?
This one.
It is purple.
It is purple.
There's purple in there.
Yeah, that's actually the vinaigrette, which is a purple. It's a balsamic. I'm trying to find something that would look so much fun with red.
I think you should do, that's cool.
That's really cool. Look at those painted designs on it. It's awesome. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I think this one has.
We didn't know.
We didn't know. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. But yes, with the red. Put it on. Josie, is this the matching piece?
Mm-hmm, they both sold.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that then. Not going to do that. She'll be here to pick them up, I'm sure.
Okay.
Then we'll have a fun day with them.
You guys got the teaser, but
unfortunately. Okay, red. Things that I would wear with purple and red.
Ooh. Yeah, that's nice together.
Ooh, love that. So yeah, this is kind of more magenta purples, leaning towards pinks. And then we have periwinkle, which is kind of a purple, and then the red.
Corey said, that is a great outfit.
That is a great outfit.
It's the kind of outfit I would photograph Corey in.
We're so lucky we have. Oh, you guys, on Sunday, keep an eye out for my blog post. You won't be able to see it yet. Oh, actually, yeah. If you really want to see it, in the newsletter today, I did a teaser for the blog, and it links to the blog. But many of you are featured in the imaging, and it's really sweet. So I do hope you will mosey on over and read it. It's going to be coming out on Instagram and Facebook on Sunday. But if you would like to pop on in and see the pictures, it's online right now. If you go into About Us, it's under Gathering Threads. But yeah, some of you ladies are featured in it.
So let's talk about some more fun facts about purple. So, while the West, which I believe was the post-Greek and Roman society, ancient China, however, independently had developed a synthetic pigment known as Han purple. It was a compound of barium copper silicate used on pottery and for the famous terracotta army. It was a deep, vibrant purple.
Was the terracotta army purple to begin with?
I wonder.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Me, obsessed with ancient Egypt at age 7.
Did you and Mira ever talk about that? She was also obsessed with ancient Egypt.
I think we did once. But because I think we talked about it more when I had to be Cleopatra for her school project.
Oh.
Didn't she tell you? I was acting. I sat there in one of our, wrap dresses. Oh, no, it was the wrap dress I got from, I think it was creative design. I sat there and I did this whole speech where I said, I am a woman with power.
I read some really interesting statistic about Cleopatra was as recent as from 1970 as something was. What year was Cleopatra? Like it was something like she's closer to us than she is to the thing you would normally think that she's associated with.
51 BC to 30 BC.
So that would be 2,000 years, right?
Yeah.
So, and when were the pyramids built? I'm going to say 2000 BC. That is my guess. Based on statistics I barely remember.
2589 to 2504 BCE.
Yeah. So she's closer to us than she was to the creation of the pyramids.
Damn.
That was the statistic.
That's actually really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very soft.
Many of the terracotta army figures were actually originally a Han purple.
This looks great. Wow. So this is that styling tip that I always tell you guys about that makes it look like you're so put together. If your pants match your jewelry or your shoes match your jewelry, you will look put together. It's just drawing that color in elsewhere. So this is a black with shades of purple, different shades of purple and lighter purple, almost a pink. Then there's the red with it, and then red on the bottom and a neutral shoe. And this is a poncho. I can also show you how it would look tunic length, because I know our ladies like that. Like that. like how the stripes kind of go like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there. So much fun, and this is unbelievably soft. That's interesting, eh? So you were Cleopatra for Mira?
Yes, I was.
And you guys filmed it? Who was she?
She was a reporter that went back in time. So she was also like a senator.
That's so funny.
And then she was like, "Can you be Cleopatra?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
That's hilarious.
So she would interview, like we did the clips of it was the one I edited.
Oh, okay. So it's probably on Veed somewhere.
It 100% is on Veed somewhere. And so she did the questions, and then I sat there in the dress, and I sat like this, and then I sat really tall, and I had really intense eyes, and I did a game.
Did you do blue eyeshadow?
No, I just did mascara and lip gloss.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have time. It was like 11 at night.
That sounds like Mira. It was probably due at 12.
Yeah. And then the dishwasher was running, so you could really hear it in the background.
That's so funny. I did not know that. I've seen the terracotta soldiers, and they do not look purple right now.
They might not look purple anymore.
No, but of course it's been some time.
It's like been a week, right?
It's been at least a week. What color do I want to do next? I'm still loving the red.
I wonder what's an example of Han purple. Han purple.
Okay, this doesn't have any red in it, but it kind of looks like it would work.
So, do you see that deeper purple in there?
Yes.
Like that bluey?
Yes.
That is a Han purple.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so the first purple that you mentioned was more like a
Tyrian purple.
Tyrian purple is a little bit more reddish.
Like this would be a Tyrian purple.
This. Wait, this is not purple though.
No, it's like it would be more like that. Actually,
more like a magenta.
Yeah. Like a bit duller. Like the first kimono sleeve jacket you tried on, that has a Tyrian. Not that one. The kimono sleeve jacket you tried on.
Oh, right, the jacket.
Owner and founder Priya Mohan, not
only learning about the business now.
No, that's more of a Tyrian purple.
Okay, got it.
So you can really tell the difference between the synthetic dyes and their intensity versus. Yeah. But apparently, originally Tyrian purple looks like that. As you wear it, it becomes more intense because the sun lightens it and kind of what is it called? It sets it, right? Whereas the Han purple degrades over time because it's inorganic.
Oh, right. Yes, that's true. Guys, I just realized this is one of the pre-slit caftans. So this is a short caftan, the caftan tunic with no slits.
Strange, ladies. I don't know why that is happening.
What's happening?
Jordy and Dale and Sabina are discussing getting the emails. Like they're not getting the emails anymore.
Could they be going into your junk folder, guys?
They said they were subscribed, but they don't receive the emails, or they received them and now they're not receiving them at all anymore. That's a new thing.
I love a good problem. I think I figured it out. So they made a change in Klaviyo. You know how before when you sent an email, you had to go in and choose your audience? So now what's happened is the audience is pre-chosen for you. Like it's already pre-populated. And I don't even know how to go in and switch it. And I'm wondering if the pre-populated audience doesn't automatically update with new people.
Oh, it's a list. It's not a...
Yeah.
It's not a...
Okay. Now we know. But it's new. And that would make sense because I would say that started maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. But I don't want to resend it because I don't want to spam you guys.
No. Well, I'm gonna. That's a back end with Shafali and Bree.
I don't think you'll be able to fix it now.
No. I mean, for the next emails.
Yeah,
look into how to
figure out what's going on there. Yeah. Well, that sucks. Thanks for letting us know, guys. Oh, same fabric. Oh, love it. I'm still going to love it with the red. Yeah, there's always stuff happening in the back end with stuff. Like, do you find that when you open a new app and it says, do you want to reintegrate with Shopify? Does it always give you pause? I'm like, When did we stop being integrated?
Oh, yeah.
How long have we not been integrated that suddenly you're asking me if we want to integrate?
Every single time. Like, I think ManyChat did that to me a while ago, and I was like,
yeah, it's like you think we're besties, and they're like, we're not your bestie.
Fake friends all around me.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
You know who you are anymore? Do you even know who you are anymore, Clavio? The answer is no.
I love it. I really do love these two colors together. There is literally no red in this, but it kind of works. It's fun. This is very soft fabric as well, ladies.
It's beautiful.
Maybe I switch pants again.
So, as you switch pants, let's talk about the Middle Ages and the Renaissance.
Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Yay!
So purple still remains a high status color. However, Tyrian purple, after the fall of Constantinople, stopped being produced and made.
Why?
So instead, purple was the color that was actually worn by high status individuals. And who do you think is high status in England?
The king. The monarch. No.
What's
the religious people.
Yes, good job.
The
bishops, clergy. They started wearing purple, like archbishops still do today, or bishops still do today.
Landon pants in purple. Aubergine.
And scarlet became the dominant color by European royalty. So scarlet, scarlet, I can think could actually be made from cochineal, like the bug.
Oh yeah.
Whereas red, and I know that a lot of blue was historically lapis lazuli. If you follow Erin Parsons Makeup on Instagram,
she's so
good. Amazing.
She's interesting.
And what I love is that she actually will do stuff, really crazy stuff, but she actually does experiments where she takes old stones and metals that people wore as makeup, and she actually tests it. So she took a lapis lazuli and she's like, can it be turned into eyeshadow? And she threw it to the ground, and then she started smashing it.
Really?
She was like, don't try this at home. And then she made it into a powder paste, and she'll test it with like water and oil on her eyes,
really,
to show whether it is, because that's
how committed who she is, because there might be some people who don't follow her yet.
Okay.
Erin, what's her name?
Erin Parsons Makeup. She is a famous celebrity makeup artist. She is like renowned for her craft.
But she's also really into the history of makeup, right?
She is. She said her dream is to open like a museum, a library that collects makeup compartments, also perfume. She's really into perfumery and the history of perfumes, hair techniques.
That's
vintage
really cool.
beauty.
Yes, I've seen her show some of the hair tools, the hair like curlers and things like that. So this is boxy top. Not my favorite style, and I'm wearing it with the Landon pants in aubergine. So for those, we do have these in stock still if you're interested. We do also have one pair of the Verbena Casbah pants in purple, and they are a size medium, which means they fit like a size large. So if you would normally wear a large, you could wear a medium. I can also wear a medium, but I prefer a large.
Mm-hmm. Corey says, I just read the next Gathering Threads, Priya. Keep preaching. Always nice to hear the words as a validation of what we need or believe.
Thank you. I do sometimes feel like I'll finish a live and I'll go, I don't know why I just kept talking about that. Like those ladies do not need to hear this. The people who need to hear this, they're not here. So I'm kind of like, why am I doing this? I'm like, right. I'm doing it for myself because I'm spiraling.
Oh, got it.
That makes perfect sense. But yeah, it's really lovely. It's lovely to have this community.
Yeah, and that makes sense, Heather, because Henry VIII then, during his reign, declared himself God, basically. He said that the church came from him.
Or that he would be the head of church instead of the Pope, right? That's what Anglicanism is.
Yes. And that's actually why Heather said Henry VIII is always depicted in purple. because that's what
that's so true.
The symbolism is what decides that, right?
Question. Yeah. Has anybody seen the first Queen Elizabeth
in purple?
In purple.
I don't know.
I see her in red.
She wears a lot of red.
And she had purple she had purple hair. No, she did not. She had red hair. But that reminds me, I saw this thing that came out on International Women's Day, and it was a poem saying, just be a lady. I think I shared it in our reposts, but it went on and on about how you have to be a lady and you have to look like this, and it has to like wear makeup, but not too much makeup, just enough to make you look young. Dye your hair, but don't dye it purple. That doesn't look natural. And the irony of all of these women's expectations that you will always stay young and that you'll be like 90 years old but have the skin of a 30-year-old. That looks natural. But don't dye your hair purple. That doesn't look natural.
Exactly.
That's where we as society draw the line for natural.
You never know. Someone I need to BER. Jane said lavender a lot, and Jackie said she had terrible style. Yeah.
Who said she had terrible style? That's funny.
Terrible style.
Terrible. She looks really good together.
And she did wear a lot of purple throughout her life. Sumptuary laws still existed during her time, so only those close to her were allowed to wear purple.
That looks really good together.
What was it that you were saying again? What were you chatting about?
I was talking about how blue hair is not natural enough. Oh, yes. In a world where women get their lips like this, and that's natural. But you can't have blue hair. That's not natural.
Did you see, I've seen so many people talk about the last, was it the Oscars that just happened? Or
the Oscars are happening this weekend.
Globes, or what just happened? The Tonys? Something just happened.
Grammys?
Maybe it was the Grammys.
Maybe it was the Grammys?
Guys, I am in music, and I don't even know when the events are happening. And I see so many people commenting about how every red carpet is basically the Ozempic wars.
Yeah, I heard a lot. I heard that the Osbournes, the mother and the daughter, they looked like they were wearing masks. It didn't look like a real face. It was. Did you ever see the pictures? Their cheekbones, they have lovely cheekbones, but everything under their cheekbone was gone. So their faces were quite triangular, very chiseled. They didn't look at all, the daughter especially. I would never recognize her as the same person. Deep sigh. To me, this is like buying a bright turquoise couch as your forever investment. Because sure, it's beautiful now, but assuming you can't afford to buy a new couch, or it's impossible to buy a new couch, at some point, you're going to be done with it. But how do you do that when that's your face and it's done surgically? There's no going back.
Yeah, and it's also physically, right? I don't know. It was just really alarming to look at because, I actually kind of liked that for a very brief time, because people were more open about women having bigger bodies. There were really nice red carpet outfits that came out.
Yes, that actually
were flattering, that were beautiful.
Yeah. Where people actually had real bodies. Yeah. That's what I've been reading too, is that there was this movement towards size inclusivity and body positiveness until Ozempic came on the market. And then because you could buy skinny, then you were just too cheap to afford it. So it was another way of denigrating you, right?
Yeah. It's a sign of wealth for sure.
I'm rich enough to have no fat on my body. It's crazy. Not to say that some people don't need Ozempic. I'm not making value judgments on the use of Ozempic, but I do feel like anything taken to an extreme could be an issue.
I think that's fair,
right? Anything, even wonderful things taken to an extreme. A massage, lovely. 24 hours a day massage might be concerning, right?
I agree.
It's not. It's just. It can be a bit much.
And also,
would have been nice.
And also the poor masseuse's hands.
Yeah, that's right.
They're poor.
Well, I just assume the masseuses keeps walking.
Oh, I see. Every hour.
Yeah.
To prevent injury.
And then they just fall back into the rotation.
Yeah.
My job is just to lie their face down and every once in a while turn face up. That's it. That's my job.
Going.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you ladies, oh, this is going to be interesting. People aren't going to want to answer. How many ladies wear underwear when they get a massage? Or don't wear underwear? Are you an underwear wearer? Or are you not? And I just mean panties. I don't mean like bra. I mean, do you keep your panties on or off?
I keep mine on, or I get one. Like when we went to get that massage, I got a pair of these little dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't even worn something that thin for a significant other.
Not even to put on a show when I fully wanted to put on a show. This would be great with the red too. But I'd like to know, because there's a question you don't ask people very often, right? You just kind of assume, well, some people might be not wearing their underwear.
We got immediate response.
Oh, I'm good. So what do people do? What are people doing out there?
Sabina said, by the way, the Guilds Awards just happened in SAG Awards. Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes.
Jackie said the way to stand out at the Oscars would have to be fully clothed. So funny,
true.
Jackie.
Do you remember when Kanye's girlfriend, maybe wife now, wore that nude dress? And everyone was like, oh, how could she do that? And then they kind of whisked her off. Now everybody's wearing nude dresses.
It's not too uncommon. It's been happening since like the early 90s. I mean, honestly, like Grace Jones was pretty iconic with what she wore for a lot of things and for her shoots and stuff. But for me, that's not surprising. I just don't like Kanye and the way, like,
I was like he was controlling her. That's what if she had walked out there alone
with Kim, like, yeah, he controlled what she wore because she used to have her own sense of style. That was actually kind of fun. And then he was like, no, that's ugly and corny, and I am a visionary. And she was like, okay. And now she also dresses really lame.
Okay, I want to still know about this panty thing. This is actually very interesting
what is useful. Corey did say being pleasantly plump helps you look younger.
I think so.
And Corey says, I do. Heather says, I keep my pants on. And Sabina says, I do wear underwear. Dale says, I do. And Jane just said, on. And on. And I'm going to assume, since nobody else said anything, all of you don't wear underwear.
There's anything wrong with it? Like, I always wear my underwear, and I feel like I'm doing the masseuse a favor, because then when they lift things like the sheet up, they tuck it into the underwear, and I'm like, you're welcome. I did that for you. Yeah. But I also think they would figure it out if I wasn't wearing underwear. I'm sure they have a plan that I just haven't thought of.
They'd be like, I'm going to lower this. Oh.
And they keep the parts of you covered anyway.
Yeah, well, it's like that's what they learn to do.
Yeah. So it's not like you'd be seeing anything. But yeah, I do keep them on. I do.
They accidentally take a peek. You give them a $10 invoice.
Yeah, seriously. And I know that there is nothing I got going on down here that everybody else doesn't have going on too.
Oh, Michelle said, I do not wear underwear.
Huh. You go, girl. You be fearless that way. That particular way. You go be fearless.
Corey said, oh, Kanye's so abusive. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what bothered me about that too. And these other ladies who are wearing nude clothing, you're young or you're not young. You live once. Go. Have fun. Go. But there was something about how
the way it was done made me uncomfortable.
It did. It made me almost feel like it wasn't about her. It was about him. Yeah. And she was just an appendage.
She was an object.
An object. Yes. She was very objectified. And it wasn't like she chose to objectify herself. She was told to objectify herself.
Even like I've seen a lot of this, like she just recently came out with a collection of like chairs, and they're like really
not nice.
No, I would say, I am not someone to shame KINKSs at all. I actually think that it's very interesting. I'm very interested in like that kind of art and culture and how that's been brought into fashion, etc. But the stuff that particularly she was coming out with made me go, ugh, because I know that if you weren't with Kanye, you wouldn't probably come out with something like this exactly.
Or if you did, no one would care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it would be more punk if you actually came out with it exclusively from the fact that you were in a relationship with somebody who basically created this public image for you as an extension of himself.
Yeah, that's the creepy part. Speaking of creepy things, so where was I recently? She was a very sweet young thing, and we were having a conversation. bank teller, was a bank teller. We had a lovely conversation. And I was saying something was on the news behind her. And I said, can you believe it? And she goes, yeah, the crazy things you read about these days. I'm like, yeah. She goes, like that thing about Justin Bieber and Selena's baby.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I did. I'm like, how has Mira not told me about this? Mira has one job. Keep me up to date with pop culture.
Baby?
Yeah, that was stolen and raised by Kim Kardashian.
Oh, of course.
That baby.
That's Northwest.
Honestly, I was like, I mean, I thought it was really interesting, but it was so funny because we were talking about such different things. So I'm like looking at the TV. It was in Canada Trust. And I'm looking at the TV behind her. And of course, it's keeping you up to date on all the crazy stuff in the world. I'm like, sure is crazy out there. She's like, Selena and Bieber, let me tell you about the. Oh, and okay, no, I actually remember the whole thing. Oh yeah, it was very, very specific because of course I asked questions. To know. I was like, and Goat makes so much fun of me. He says when people say crazy things. Okay, so phone with the Kojiko guy who's putting a new Kojiko phone line into our new store. And he calls me and he's like, so you're moving stores? I'm like, yeah, we're moving off James Street. And he goes, oh, that's a good move. You know why? And I'm like, why? Because of all the homeless people. I mean, you want to help them, but you know. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So that's where Goat said I should have ended the conversation and spoken specifically about wiring in the store. But no.
You were like, now I must understand.
Now I must understand what this guy is trying to say in case maybe it does make sense. Maybe I'm missing some information. It's possible. So I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, you know those homeless people. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's really nice that the church kind of gives them some food. I mean, it does cause a bit of a problem sometimes, but, you know, I'm sure nobody would choose to live like that. It's been circumstances. Yeah, but, you know, and I'm like, yeah, but, you know, if you talk to them, they're actually quite nice. Well, and Goat is just shaking his head. You're like, the whole deeper. Let that go. That's my problem. Because this is the thing. I give people the benefit of the doubt. And this has been my downfall my whole freaking life, where somebody will say something and rather than think, oh, that guy's fucked up, I'll be like, maybe he just doesn't understand. Maybe if I just kind of show him and draw this diagram, he'll have an aha moment.
And give him this textbook.
Go into it, and then maybe he'll figure it out. I'll have done some good. Maybe he won't, but maybe he will. Notice, like, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your energy. That call could have been over in 4 minutes. It lasted 10. So yeah, that's me. That's me. So getting back to Bieber and Selena. So I'm at the bank and I'm talking about crazy world. She's talking about Bieber and Selena.
And their baby who was stolen by...
Wait. She goes, I can't believe they killed their baby. And I'm like, pardon?
You do one of these like in the cartoons.
So I'm like, oh, I like sacrifice. She goes, I can't believe they sacrificed their baby.
Oh, way she said that.
Like rich. And then they're like, thanks, take him paperwork and go. No, I'm still there. And I'm like rich. She's like, you know, like they had to make a choice between sacrificing Selena or sacrificing the baby. And Selena said, save the baby, sacrifice me. But they didn't. They sacrificed the baby. I said, oh, you mean like they had to choose between the baby and Selena? And she's like, yeah. And then I said, oh, but then Selena ended up living too. See, look at me. I'm like right in there, right? I'm like, explain more. I'm sure there's so much depth here.
You're actually making the tinfoil.
I'm making her tinfoil as I'm saying things. Like, okay. So, but they both survived then. Is that what you're saying? Because she says,
yeah, that's true. They both had to survive if Kim Kardashian.
Well, that's it. Because Kim Kardashian got the baby,
true.
Which means they both had to survive.
And Tori actually wanted to say, because she also too has divin right in with the hat. She said Kourtney's son Rain actually looks exactly like Justin Bieber.
So you see. You see, now I may actually know something because I stopped and listened to the teller.
So where did she get this?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I've been getting a lot of that lately where people, one guy, and we will not say who, but one guy said to me, don't worry about what's going on in the world. It's going to be over in 10 days. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I really hope so. And he says, because that's when the internet's going to go out, because there's all these secret societies. And they've been planning this. There's actually 35 countries that are getting together. And they knew this was going to happen. In 10 days, the internet's going to go out. And then when the internet comes back, it's going to be a whole new world order. And that's like happening like next week. You know, sources for that. I would love to read those sources.
In Parks and Rec, when they were taken over in Pawnee by that town where they believed in that lizard guy, and then they would go hail Zorp, and then they would like choose a date every year, and they'd be like, Leslie, the world's gonna end on May 12th. Do you mind booking the park for us for that day so we can work? And she'll go, actually, May 12th, we have an ice cream festival. Do you mind if we do the next week? He's like, oh, yeah, I actually I turned the page and I see there's some information about that. It's happening.
I do think, I probably should be quicker to dismiss people as crazy. I'm more likely to believe I'm crazy. So I want to make sure I have all the information before I decide, oh, okay, no, this one's not me. That's them. That's them. They're on their journey.
Corey, that can't be true. Kourtney Kardashian and Justin Bieber hooked up about 10 years ago for a while. So maybe that's their own baby. Is that true?
You could have knocked me over with a feather.
On another note, Anita Reese also says, I don't wear panties for my massage because my massage therapist does my glutes.
Oh,
so she drapes the sheet so that nothing shows.
See? Excellent. That's smart.
And Corey said, OMG, you certainly do find interesting people.
I just get them talking. I don't know what it is. There's something about me where I'll just be like, hey, and I'll get all the crazy.
You got too much nice going on over here.
Maybe I just have naive written all over my face. Like, she'll believe it.
No, you just tell me anything.
Tell me anything. I will be a calm listening ear. No judgment here.
Actually, make sure you prepare the hat for me.
Oh my gosh. Very sweet people. And honestly, the Coachco guy, I think he was traumatized a little because he was saying that he has children and they live in the neighborhood. And I was telling him how I saw my first crack pipe the other day. And he's like, your first crack pipe? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I've seen them on TV, but I didn't know. But then when I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. And he's like, yeah, my kids live around here. And, they see crack pipes all the time. And that's not good. And I was like, I bet as a father, that would be kind of upsetting.
That is upsetting. Yeah, definitely. Upsetting. As a parent, that's really worrisome.
So yeah, I had space for him. I had space.
You had a lot.
I had a lot of space.
You have a wonderful smile and you make eye contact, LOL. Which
that's what it is.
Because I had a couple of friends in my MBA, when they first moved to Canada, they told me that they were being followed by like homeless people, because they're from Bangalore and Mumbai, and they were like, and I was like, what do you guys do when you walk down the street? He's like, yeah, I walk down the street and I smile at people. And I'm like, no, we don't do that here.
I smile at the homeless people.
No, you know what? Like, I was a young woman walking the streets to work alone.
Yeah, you should not be smiling at anybody.
If I smiled at any of those homeless people, they would have followed me all the way to work.
Yeah, no, not you.
Because that has almost happened to me a couple times. And I had to actually teach him to not smile at people and to just walk. Because he told me he had a guy follow him for 5 blocks.
Oh,
5 blocks.
That's not good.
Yeah. It was really concerning.
No. And we have had a couple of unhoused people. Unhoused people
are individuals who are experiencing homelessness.
Who were very paranoid. And we're seeing things through a lens of being attacked. I mean, like a smile was enough. You're smiling at me. I know what you mean by that.
That guy thought he knew you.
Oh yeah. Remember that conversation? And he goes, oh yeah. So do you still see so-and-so? I'm like, not so much anymore. Jesus, well, you give her my condolences. I'm like, I will. No idea.
We're alive. And I'm like, who are you talking to? She's like, I don't know.
But it really seemed a lot easier to just go along with it than to try to help him to understand.
Questions?
No, I did not ask him questions. I figured there was enough going on there, and I had to get the live. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, maybe. You don't know. He might have had something real to share.
Jane said, I learned that when I lived in Toronto. Yeah.
Keep your head down.
Yeah, keep your head down.
Yeah.
Here in Hamilton, people do smile. Like when I go for my runs and stuff, like I smile at people and they smile back at me. And they're like, hey. But in Toronto, people are grumpy.
Toronto's very much a big city.
It's a big city
now, and I feel like it's just getting bigger and bigger. There used to be pockets where it was still quite neighborly. I was hearing something today on one of the many things that comes across my feed, and it was talking about how there's been a change as we move in from smaller communities to bigger communities. That we know. Okay, so here was the thesis, guys. We no longer have trust in each other, and we have replaced the trust with money, because there was a time where you knew everybody, and let's say you got sick and you had no one to look after you. Your neighbors would come in and help
take care of you,
and take care of you just as you would for them. But now you have money, so you will pay a doctor to care for you. The care does not come for free anymore. So you don't have to trust that anyone in your community is there for you. As long as you have money, you can pay for it. And it alienates people and breaks the bonds of trust because it doesn't give you the opportunity to create trust.
Yeah.
Right?
And you don't get experiences to create that trust either.
Yeah.
Because every place you go for some kind of like capitalistic or essential need.
Yes.
You don't go to actually like meet people and socialize because of the breakdown of third spaces.
Right. Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting because I thought that's actually true.
That's very true.
You don't get the opportunity because you never need to trust anyone. Yeah. You don't get the opportunity to learn that most people are trustworthy.
Yeah.
I love this look when you wear the two of them together and then put a Ziska bead on one side.
A Ziska bead.
A Ziska bead. What time is it? 9:42. We're still doing okay, guys. Still doing okay.
I was thinking that you should. I was going to say you could keep that on.
I'm keeping this on,
and you could add to your necklace, like the Ziska necklace.
Okay. Where is my Ziska necklace? Here. Which colors would you like me to have on it?
You should put the purple on it.
Purple.
And this one.
Ooh. I really do like the Ziska beads, guys.
The Ziskies.
I did not think I was going to be a Ziska bead, like a Ziska band person. I think I am, though. I thought I was going to be safe from it. That's so sweet. That is too sweet.
Sabina said, not everyone is grumpy in Toronto, but people don't seem to be friendly. A cold feeling.
Yeah. I think it's fear, right? Or people are in a hurry. And
yeah, well, people like they're out and about because they're busy doing something, right? It's kind of like driving, for example. Like even as a driver, you can tell that everyone's in a they have to get somewhere quick.
Yeah, you're in their way.
Yeah.
Or wherever you are, you're in their way. Yeah.
Especially when you drive into the GTA. Like every time I go to Mississauga, it's a scary, scary, scary time.
Yeah, Brampton is the same.
Oh yeah, driving into Toronto is like get ready for the ride of a lifetime.
Yeah,
Mario.
You need eyes on the back of your head,
literally.
Mm-hmm. So,
what's the background color on this piece? Is it black? Is it blue?
Oh, great question. Black. It's black. It's black, different shades of pink, gray, and then that is somewhere between a cobalt and a periwinkle.
I actually have to disagree with you. I think it's blue.
Well, let's put it with black. And that's usually the easiest way to see. Oh, Shivani's right, guys. It's blue.
It's blue.
It's blue. You can't see it until you put it with the black.
Because it's against your top, it looks blue. So your black top, it looks blue. So
yeah, it's blue. I don't even know if they can see it. Oh, can they see it? Yeah, they can see it.
Corey's like, purple? It's got purpley blue.
It is. It does have purpley undertones, but it's deep. It's a deep blue. It's like a midnight blue.
I've been collecting Ziska for several years, and I have an amazing collection.
Which Debbie is that?
Debbie
Dixon?
It's Debbie 95 1589.
I don't
Is
know
that
which Debbie
Dixon?
that is.
Debbie.
I don't know, but
Which
now, Debbie, I'm
are
really
you?
jealous because I feel like I'm behind in this one. I'm like Shafali with the magenta coats.
I'm like, no.
I need to get one up. But they're just too much fun. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I got this tree. I got it off.
Oh, it's Deborah Dixon.
Yeah. Deborah Dixon. Way to go, Deborah. I got this tree off of Marketplace, and it's made of, I don't know, it's metal, some metal. It has like a brass base, and then it has these branches.
Jewelry holder?
Yeah, and but it doesn't look like a jewelry holder. It kind of looks more like art. You know how they have those ones that are more artsy than jewelry? And I've just got my Ziska beads on each of the branches. It looks real sweet.
I thought that was coming into the store.
Well, it could still. I mean, we don't have the store yet. It could make its way over. I know that was the plan. Did you see it in my room? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
In your dressing room?
Yeah. This is really soft too. I wish we had a green Ziska necklace. We haven't seen one of those yet.
Not that kind of green. We've had
We do have a green bead, though. Don't we have this color bead?
This color bead?
Oh, we did. You did. Shafali, you might not know this, but you did.
I don't know.
I was talking to the accountants today, my regular Friday, can we sort through this mess meeting? And he's like, okay. So don't worry about that one amount that went into the account last 2024 in April. He says, like, that was a while ago. You probably don't remember. He goes, but what about this amount that went into the account just before Christmas? He goes, you must remember that one. I'm like, oh, dear, Michael, that is an excellent question. I'm really lucky if I remember what happened yesterday and tomorrow. And that is the window in which I live. Outside of that.
And then eventually Priya gets a Google Calendar notification about something. She goes,
that's the my life. Google Calendar notifications is how I get through life.
Then she texts Alex or me or somebody. She goes, is this happening? And we're like, yep. Yeah, it's fine. Yep. And she goes, no, wait.
I think that's how I keep my brain from getting overwhelmed, is I just only keep so many things in.
Have to.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Especially, I think the move is what set it over the edge. Like,
yeah,
it truly is what broke the camel's back in Priya's case, because the move has been, it was like, it wasn't happening. We were just leading up to it. And then all of a sudden, one day, Priya turns around and she's like, then we're like,
in a month. Yep, it's happening. It is happening, guys. But I did meet, I don't know if I told you guys, I met our landlord. Her name is Bianca. Bianca, if you're watching, hello. And she was so sweet. And I thanked her because I know she was hesitant to take a chance on us. And I said to her when I first met her, I said, I really appreciate that you did take a chance on us. I'm sure you had other people you could have gone with. And you chose to support this small woman-owned business that's trying to do a bit of good in this world. And she goes, yep, I definitely took a chance. And I could see on her face that it must have been a really big risk she thought she was taking. And I said, can I give you a hug? Like, we're going to do you proud. One day you're going to be like, that great store, my building.
That's in my building.
That's in my building. I'm the one who took a chance on them.
Yeah.
That was me. All me.
Carrie asked, which pants are those? Are they Para?
Vareo. These are Vareo. These are the first iteration of Para.
Para, yeah.
Yeah. I think Para is a little bit more green and less yellow.
Yes.
Right? Like a pear.
Agree. Yeah.
Like a Bartlett pear.
Like a really unripe Bartlett pear.
Yes.
This is like a Bartlett pear that went through some radioactive fluid.
Or is like beyond the point where you should really be eating it anymore. It's just going to be mush.
Like it's rot?
Well, no, you know how when Bartlett pears get that kind of more yellowy?
Yeah.
Then they get squishy?
Oh, really? I thought it was... Oh, no. That's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Bosc.
I am thinking of Boscs.
Yeah. No, those ones don't get like that. So you know what they said about Sully? I took Sully to the vet, guys, and they said he needs to gain weight. And I'm like, but he's allergic to everything. What can I give him that's fatty? He loves fruits and vegetables. And she rolls her eyes. She goes, not fruits and vegetables. So I'm supposed to make French fries for Sully now.
No,
yes. I have to make him French fries, which I'm going to love doing. I'm going to put him in my air fryer, chop them up. Can you imagine that's what that guy gets now?
Wow. He's going to be
daily dose of French fries.
So happy.
He's not going to know what hit him. He's going to think he's dying.
He's
going to be like, This must be my last meal. There's no other way that French fries, this many French fries would be coming my way.
Sully, literally, he's going to be begging every minute of every day.
Yeah.
I think you have to do a sporadic feeding of.
Well, I definitely can't put it in a routine, or that guy, he can read time, because he will just come up to me and be like,
he does this for like 20 minutes.
I won't even blink.
No joke.
No blinking, no moving, just staring. He won't bark either, though. He'll just stare you down until until you read his mind. That's what he's doing. He's like telepathizing at you, like food, 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 food. He's like, yeah, bitch.
I have something. What do I have? Like a white thing that was on your face. Okay.
Thanks. It's fun now. Thank you.
You just laughed so hard that
yes. I think we're done. There's only. Oh, this is pretty, orange and purple. And then
I want you to make the most purple outfits.
Do I have to change my pants?
Yes.
Oh, gotta make. Okay, I can do that. Let me show you guys this first. I do love purples and greens together.
Sabina said, "Oh no, Sully. Oh no."
Oh, Sully's adorable.
And Sabina also said, "This Friday Live has been all laughter."
I'm glad. That's what we need.
So in honor of it almost being the end of our time with purple, I was about 1856.
Oh my gosh. We'll get my 10 points across.
This is a Jeopardy question day.
Yeah, I'm going to put on some purple.
Okay. So the happy accident of Movine. So this was created by 18-year-old British chemistry student William Perkins. A malaria treatment,
and he ended up with purple instead.
He came up with a deep purple residue, and he realized that he could dye this silk, and he called it Movine or mauve.
I gasped. That was gasp-worthy. How did he know to spell it with an AU? Why wouldn't he spell it with an O?
Movin, probably because of the fact that it was made from quinine.
Quinine?
Quinine, yeah. Quinine, and then quinine.
That's what's in tonic water.
Yeah.
It helps you fight malaria.
Well, exactly.
So this is me. Sorry, Shefali. I usually wear a large in my Casma pants, and I always tell you guys I fit a medium. This is a medium. And guys, they fit. Effortless fit. Okay, I'm still putting together the all purple.
Sabina said, "Priya has the giggles tonight. You are making me laugh."
I do have the giggles.
I think we need to do a history lesson every live. And so this created a democratization.
Oh, thank you.
No longer could the royalty only wear purple. Now everyone can wear purple thanks to a malaria treatment gone awry, dare I say. And then purple in the 20th century and 21st century takes on different meanings. It was once coined part of the suffragette movement.
It was one of their stones.
Yes. Yeah. And also a part of counterculture, psychedelic counterculture through Purple
the best
Haze,
kind.
Classic. Purple Rain, and also Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. And it's also very prideful and used to showcase bisexual pride because it is mixed with pink.
Shefali, do you love my outfit?
I do, but your necklace is...
It's the only one I had.
Well, you have purple bead.
But I need something here.
Oh, I see.
What's the you both was using our whiny voices? Priya!
Wait, did you take the purple lace? Do we have one?
Oh, no, I didn't. No, they're in the back still.
We have one. We have a solution.
Yeah, the purple one. Because there's more purple ones in the back.
Yeah.
We have the 1 bead and the 2 bead. This is the 3 bead.
4 bead? 3 bead.
This 4 bead. Good thing I can count.
Counting is it's actually Priya's first day, not only learning business, but also
it's my first day counting too, guys. We now have earrings to match this necklace as well.
Ryan said hi again. Just got home from work. Thank you again for the entertaining story. Anytime got tin hats and the like was fabulous. We are happy to do that for you.
Yes, we do see a lot of crazy, and we give them the time of day.
We do. We actually
do. We give them the time of day.
Giving them the time of day. And then after going,
and not even ironically, earnestly.
Yeah.
Earnestly giving them the time of day.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I will watch Priya do that. Priya will watch me do that. Afterwards, we both say to each other, why did you do that?
Why did you spend so much time immersed in that?
And we just both go,
Yeah, we do. We take turns doing that. I'm like, Shefali, like, seriously. And she'd be like, she was really sweet. I could kind of sense that blah, blah, blah. She'd be like, and then there's a Kojiko guy. But maybe he didn't understand. What if I explain it to him and he's like, I get it. And actually, I am the only person on this planet who has the answer for this particular problem. I just didn't understand the problem. You don't know. You don't know.
And I now know that not Courtney Kardashian, but
Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber sacrificed their child,
who still lives to this day.
That's right.
It actually was to make them immortal.
You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Speaking of small things that you just never know. So for those of you who follow Morag on the Swap and Sell group and also follow her on Facebook, she has been stranded in Vietnam for 2 weeks now. And she's getting the runaround. Her passport was either lost or stolen, is what she thinks. And then her visa was no longer applicable because the visa was associated with a different passport number because she got the replacement passport. But of course, it is a different number now than the visa. And so she's going through all of this paperwork and everything. And then my husband, on this side of the story, he has a young lawyer who works with him. And this young lawyer goes back and forth to visit his mom in Vietnam. And I didn't realize that he was in Vietnam. And my husband's like, yeah, Ryan's in Vietnam right now, so I can't, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, Ryan's in Vietnam? Morag's in Vietnam.
Like, really?
So yeah, I connected the two of them.
That's good.
So Morag is feeling a lot better. She really feels like things are going as they should now. But now she at least has a phone number of someone she can call and ask questions who has no skin in the game, because she was thinking that some of this has been a money grab.
Oh, it's 100%. Like, I was actually surprised that this didn't happen sooner because it's very known that you got to give a couple hundred.
So she's done a lot of that giving and it hasn't really moved things along. So I'm like, but now you can call Ryan. And Ryan can be like your translator, and maybe he can tell you if someone's screwing around with you. And if she hadn't posted that and I hadn't had that conversation,
you wouldn't have known.
I would never have known.
Small world.
Right? So this is why it's important to talk to the Kojiko man.
Yeah, because what if the Kojiko man had a relative who was living in Vietnam
as well? And
you were like, actually, he was Russian, but you never know.
You never know. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We had a really good time too. Maybe purple is the color of joy. Maybe.
It is this week.
It is this week. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. We will see you next Friday. Bye.